Park Jimin closed out 2025 with the kind of momentum most artists can only dream about. Freshly discharged in June and still powered by the global resonance of his 2024 album Muse, he spent the entire year expanding his presence in the UK, the US, and the global market in general, breaking longevity records and reinforcing the simple truth of his solo identity. He moves culture because his music lasts. No tour, no aggressive US promotional cycles, no superstar Western collaborators, just streaming power, emotional connection, and chart consistency. Let's take a walk down the 12-month memory lane. This is going to be a series. I'm going to review some of the best moments of 2025 in K pop, in Asian pop, different groups, of course, BTS members. And it's not going to come in any specific order. Whatever the editor finishes first is what's going to come out. But if you have any requests, anything that you want, any list that you want me to pull, any kind of review you want me to make, just let me know. Drop them in the comment section below. I'm always open to co creating the next episode with you. Okay, so in between the BTS members, I will be reviewing. I'm going to do a year end roundup of different groups as well. So just as so you know the expectation, but as I've said, in no particular order, whatever the editor finishes first. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the video. Let's start with his chart achievements. Billboard. Jimin first etched his name into the global music history when Like Crazy opened at number one on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2023, the first non English solo track by a solo artist to do so. But 2025 rewrote his record book yet again. Who, the carrier single for his sophomore album Muse, spent 33 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. He became the longest charting Asian native act ever on the Hot 100 with a solo track, an endurance record that shifted industry expectations for Korean soloists in the US market. He also became the only artist in Billboard history to hold longevity records both as part of a group, Dynamite, for 32 weeks, and as a solo act, as I've mentioned, Who, for 33 weeks. The December 9 Billboard year-end rankings covering November 2024 to October 2025 again underscore that staying power. For the Billboard year-end Hot 100 songs, he landed at number 57, who marked the highest placement ever by a Korean soloist for a solo song on the Hot 100 year-end list, reaffirming that his chart success wasn't a flash, it was a full year phenomenon. He previously landed at number 68 with Like Crazy in 2023. He also landed at number 53 for Hot 100 artists. He is the first Korean and Asian native soloist in the top 60, a jump fueled largely by US streaming and sales momentum post discharge. He is at number 81 on the top artist chart, a testament to overall impact across formats, an exceptional placement for an artist releasing no new US single in 2025. Who is also the number 29th in Billboard year-end streaming songs chart. US streams, TikTok virality, and fan-driven replays pushed the track past 1.5 billion US streams overall across different streaming sites. He is also at number 41 for Global 200 artists. He ranked as the top Korean soloist worldwide, anchored by a track that held strong in more than 100 countries over a year. He is at number 37 Global Exclusive US artists. Massive strength in Asia and Europe, strengthening his post-Muse global profile. He is at number 5 in World Artists. The release of Muse Vinyl pushed Jimin back inside the chart. Billboard Japan Artist 100 at 93. A quiet but steady foothold built through Who exposure and Japanese streams. And in July, Who earned an RAA Gold certification, another rare milestone for a Korean solo act without a US based promotional cycle. However, Who has now sold over 4 million units in the US and is eligible for 4 times platinum certification. But that is not the only song of his that is eligible for certification. He has Lie for gold, Serendipity for gold, Filter for gold, Set Me Free Part 2 for gold, Like Crazy 2 times platinum, and Who 4 times platinum. Let's hope they get certified early in 2026. Then we have Spotify Wrapped in 2025. Spotify's December 4 report read like a coronation for the third consecutive year. Jimin swept Korea's 3 major categories: artist, album, and song. He is number one top artist in Korea. 3 uninterrupted years at the top. No other solo act in the country is shaping domestic streaming patterns with this level of consistency. He is also number one with Muse for top albums. It is now the most streamed Korean solo album in Spotify Korea. Also, number one is Who on top songs in Korea with over 500 million streams in Korea alone. Who is also the third most streamed K pop track globally. He led all Korean male soloists globally, even in a year defined by BTS reunion anticipation. Globally, Muse surpassed 2.9 billion streams by mid year, and Who crossed 2.1 billion streams on its own. He has other key milestones, one of which is his record in US weekly Spotify chart. Who has spent 69 weeks in the US weekly Spotify charts, averaging 2.37 million weekly US streams. It is now approaching 500 million US streams cumulatively, an extraordinary number for a Korean solo act who has never really promoted in the US except for one guesting or appearance in the Jimmy Fallon show. It is the most streamed track by a Korean soloist in the US. Now for global Spotify streams across credits. He has accumulated 7.8 billion Spotify streams, and Who accounts for 2.1 billion. Now let's go to awards. After winning a Desang at Mama in 2024, Jimin extended his award streak through 2025. Seoul Music Awards, May 10th. He got 3 Korea Wave awardee. His Muse era fandom strength continued his Artist of the Month pattern. For Korean Grand Music Award or KGMA held November 7 to 9th, he won the Fan Favorite Male Artist, garnering 352,000 votes. This was his first major trophy after enlistment. He also won the International Male Artist at the Break to Dough Awards in Brazil in November 26. This is his third consecutive win, 2023 to 2025, matching the album's strong LATAM streaming footprint. Of course, he also has cultural milestones. Jimin is known for being picky with his brand partnerships, and it frustrates many of his fans because they want to see him working with more brands. But he has limited his association to brands he has openly supported. And one of that is Dior. He remains the global ambassador. Jimin's fashion presence sharpened further in 2025 with a standout appearance at Dior's 2026 show in Paris, where he continued shaping the brand's contemporary luxury identity and driving everybody crazy with his own styling. According to launch metrics, his attendance generated an extraordinary 33.8 million in media impact value, one of the highest contributions by any celebrity at the Paris Fashion Week, and a key driver of Dior's overall visibility, of course. Lefty reported Jimin's EMV at 5.87 million from one Instagram post. And now, much to the joy of his fans, Dior just announced that Jimin is their newest global ambassador. But before the formal announcement was made public, fans already sold out multiple Lador hair products, an immediate signal of commercial impact. And of course, there is Are You Sure Season 2 at Disney Plus. The show immediately entered the top 10 of the most viewed show in Disney Plus, just a day after it was released, actually. Season 1 was already Asia Pacific's most watched original series, and Season 2 expanded the franchise with partnerships with Switzerland Tourism and Samsonite. There are more partnerships, they said. Let's wait. But it's not just about charts or awards or brand partnership. Jimin is also known for his charitable work. This is a little awkward to discuss sometimes because he has kept many of his charitable donations private, but recipients often make it public. So here is a list only of the ones that were formally announced by the recipients. Jimin donated more than 1 billion Korean won or 700,000 US dollars this year alone and was ranked Forbes Korea's power celebrity at number 3 for cultural and philanthropic influence. In April 2025, for example, he donated more than 500 million Korean won or 350,000 US dollars in child welfare programs tied to youth arts initiatives and fan-driven creativity. In March 2025, he donated more than 100 million Korean won or 72,000 US dollars in the Gyeongbok wildfire frontline support anonymously, but again, later confirmed by official. July of 2025, he donated more than 100 million Korean won, 72,000 US dollars, scholarship fund for underprivileged students in Jeonbuk, marking the sixth consecutive year he has done so. October 2025, he became a member of the Givers 50. He was recognized for long term philanthropic commitment. In fact, his family was included in the Green Nobel Club, which further emphasized intergenerational giving. Jimin has repeatedly said that he wanted to go back to the basics. He wanted to work on his vocal foundation, on his dance foundation, of course, the storytelling. And that is despite his global reach and his global success. And that's admirable because he talks like an artist who's just hungry for improvement. Not even success, that's not the priority for him. It seems that he just wants to become a better artist and create better art. And I think that's why he's going to really succeed. And also, he's expressed this excitement for the next album of BTS. It seems that this one is going to be very different. Everyone seems to be equally involved in it, and he said that the solo projects will happen after the group project. But that's not a big deal. I'm sure that his fans are willing to wait, armies are willing to wait, and we have plenty to do with a group album. And I think most importantly, he said that he is happy. He said that in many interviews, especially the ones that he did for Are You Sure, he's told his band members, his bandmates, and of course, he's told armies. And of course, he's also healthy. He came out of the military healthy and in one piece. And I think those I think I can speak for many of his fans and in saying that those two are the most important things. Maybe not all of his fans, but many of his fans. For as long as he's healthy and happy, everything else is a bonus. We can wait when he's ready for his solo album. And as I've said, we have plenty to do for the group album. After all, if there's anything 2025 proved is that Jimin has the natural instinct to where he can fit his artistry into the global mainstream without dilution, without compromise, and without anybody dictating to him what's going to work just for popularity. I mean, look at what happened in 2025, everything that he has achieved despite not actually releasing any kind of solo work for 2025. So, very excited. Excuse me. As I've said, this is going to be a series, so watch out for the rest of them. And if there's, I try to be as comprehensive as I can in my research. If I missed anything, just let me know. I am more than willing to do a part two for all of those things. So leave them in the comment section below. As always, you can say whatever it is that you want to say. Just please do so respectfully. This is a celebration. So no negativity. Just let's just celebrate everything that happened in 2025 and look forward to 2026. Okay. Thank you so much. Please consider donating to the channel. The QR code is on your screen right now. And all the funds we are porting to the online magazine, Asian Entertainment and Culture.com. If you haven't been there, please check it out. we are on a soft launch, but we're just loading as many content as we can, and then we're going to do a formal launch. Any suggestion, any kind of constructive criticism, those are all welcome. Also, please follow me on X, Instagram, but more importantly on Patreon, because that's where the community is. We're already planning the tour, people that will be meeting up in certain cities and countries and states and travel together, all of those stuff. So please join us. We have a free tier just in case you want to try things out. Mm, that's it. Please, if you are a Patreon member or a YouTube member, I opened my membership several months ago. I do a exclusive members only live stream and also exclusive videos. Those don't go public. So please consider supporting me there as well. That's it. Thank you so much. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification button, and share the video if you can, because that's really going to help the channel to get us. It's going to push the algorithm to recommend this more. Thank you so much. Till next time.